Hey there, Solemn Salmon here, taking a look at all the features coming to Stellaris with the Distant Stars Story Pack DLC and accompanying 2.1 Niven update. As a pack focusing heavily on discovery and exploration, Distant Stars is simultaneously one of the DLCs we know the least about, and one that I'm most looking forward to. Creating your own stories as you play has always been an aspect of Stellaris I've most enjoyed. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd and love the idea of space exploration and adventure, so the pack really speaks to what I want out of the game. Let's take a look at everything so far announced, even as the devs have tried to keep a lot of it secret to avoid spoilers. Anomalies. Let's start off with some features we do know about. One of the first features announced and one of the major additions in the free 2.1 Niven update is a complete rework to how anomalies function. Anomalies now come in a difficulty range of 1 to 10 rather than the previous cap at level 4, with difficulty determining how long the anomaly will take to complete. Anomaly fail chance is completely removed from the game, with low-level scientists taking longer to complete higher-level anomalies. As mentioned in Dev Diary number 111, the reason for this change is the removal of an annoying piece of gameplay players would simply bypass by ignoring anomalies till their scientists were high enough level to negate fail risk. Failing interesting anomaly and event chains for no real reason was incredibly irritating, and posed a risk of impacting other changes coming with the DLC and update.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
What are you doing?
I had a critical failure for an anomaly and my science blew up. Another anomaly quality of life change is the introduction of the anomaly tracker, so no more randomly looking around the map for that anomaly you found 150 years ago. The tracker will detail an anomaly's lore, its difficulty, and how long a scientist will take to complete it, all in one handy location. This is pretty useful when you consider that the Distant Stars Story Pack is also adding 50% more anomalies and event chains to the game, so there'll be a lot to keep track of, especially with 2.1 Niven also featuring a revision and fixing of several existing chains. Anomalies themselves will also see some new updated graphics. Rather than the current orange exclamation mark, anomalies will now be visible on the game map, as shown in this image from Dev Diary number 113, with the abandoned observation post. Galaxy Rework. The 2.0 Cherry update saw a major change for Stellaris, with the removal of wormhole and warp FTL travel and a switch to hyperlane exclusive galaxies. Whilst this remains a controversial decision, 2.1 Niven will look to refine the current generation of hyperlane galaxies. Hyperlanes will generate in clusters to further encourage tactical gameplay through the increased number of choke points connecting these clusters. These choke points will be recognised as such by the game. To accompany this, the AI has also received an update, with empires more strategic in their placement of starbases and Leviathans spawned away from choke points to avoid trapping players. There will of course be a slider to determine connectivity of clusters. On a slightly less galactic scale, Distant Stars introduces brand new star systems, in a couple of senses. First of all, it introduces a much fan-demanded feature, systems with multiple stars. Binary and trinary systems will now generate in the galaxy, often featuring more planets and resources than traditional mono systems. There will also be two new star types, the brown dwarf and the red supergiant, for a bit of variation. The other form of star system Distant Stars introduces is a host of new unique systems, in the vein of Sanctuary or Zanam. Most of these systems have unique encounters, event chains or anomalies related to them, and some are linked together by a common lore or event chain. This is the kind of feature that makes me anticipate Distant Stars so much. Discovering Sanctuary or Zanam in the current game is exciting and interesting. It grabs your attention and tells a story.
I've found a ring world.
What?
I think that it's a ring around a star, and it's got loads of like 1,100 fleets and
Oh my God.
4.7k
Where?
fleets around it.
Where is this?
I'm not gonna say.
You son of a... New Leviathans. As cool as new unique systems are, new Leviathans are at the very least just as exciting. Distant Stars adds 3 new Leviathans to the game. The Tiyanki Matriarch, the Void Spawn, and the Scrapper Bot, with 2 of the 3 acting similar to the current host of Leviathans, and the 3rd introducing a new style of interaction. Hints seem to be that the Scrapper Bot will be the outlier, And damn, does it look cool. The L Cluster. Another of the headline features from the Distant Stars story pack is the L Cluster. The L Cluster is a group of stars located outside of the standard galaxy and separate from the rest of the hyperlane network, accessible only via a special gateway called the L Gate. Modified mysteriously by a swarm of nanites, the L Gate is inoperable unless reactivated via a special event chain, in which players must acquire insights from anomalies, exploration, and technologies. Once you've acquired enough insights, travel to the L Cluster is open to you, and whatever triumphs or perils there within. Space Creature and Strategic Resource Rework. As part of the 2.1 Niven update, how you interact with the various space creatures across the galaxy has been reworked. When you first meet them, you'll be presented with up to 3 options. Hunt, granting a permanent damage bonus towards the creatures. Research, similar to the existing interaction with a special project leading to a reward in the form of a tech or permanent buff. And Pacify, a more expensive special project resulting in the creatures becoming non-hostile to you and potentially further rewards in the form of powerful special ship components or weapons. Similarly, strategic resources have been reworked. Rather than requiring technology to unlock, strategic resources are now revealed the first time a science ship encounters them. They're also now less likely to spawn in clumps, in fact spawning far more rarely. Instead, the resources have generally received a buff, making them even more valuable to players due to their increased power and scarcity. That's it for the major features coming with the Distant Stars story pack and accompanying 2.1 Niven update. This video is far from an exhaustive list on the features. For example, I'm only now mentioning the 5 new achievements and 3 new music tracks, but already there are enough new exciting features for me to eagerly be anticipating the release. Let me know your thoughts on the pack and update in the comments, and like and subscribe for more from me, Solemn Salmon. Until next time.